Hello mates, I hope you're all doing well. So, welcome to episode 4 of Am I the Arsehole Tattoo Edition, starring me, the 28-year-old piece of gold, AliBlack, mate. I've done a few of these videos now, so feel free to check those videos out too if you're into this sort of thing. If you've never seen one of these types of videos before, what we're going to be doing is reacting to some posts from Reddit where users have asked if they're an arsehole for their part in an interaction or for doing or not doing something. I then give my opinion on whether this person is in fact an arsehole or not, and then you all agree with me, and you definitely don't rush to the comment section and say, well actually pal, you're the asshole. I don't know why I gave those people that accent in my head. Oh well, it's done now. We'll be focusing entirely on posts that are around tattoos, as that's what we talk about on this channel. So without further fucking about, we all want to find out if people are in fact arseholes or not, don't we? So let's get into it. Okay, so first up, am I the arsehole for spending 1/3 of my paycheck on a Friday the 13th flash tattoo? Okay, so my husband, 34-year-old male, is pissed at me, 33-year-old female, for spending about 1/3 of my paycheck on a tattoo. So backstory to start. I've been unemployed for the last year to focus on my college work and my mental health, and I recently started a new job. When I got the job, my husband and I agreed that I would give him 25% of each paycheck to help with bills. He also agreed that the arrangement would take effect on my second paycheck and that the first was mine to spend as I wish. Great. Love that for me. Here lies the issue. My paycheck was around $350. I immediately put $50 into my savings. I've been wanting a Friday the 13th tattoo for years, but I've never found one that jumped out at me until this year. A local artist put out a flash date and I fell in love with this really cool piece. So I booked an appointment and got the tattoo. It was $100. My husband has been lecturing me about how stupid and impulsive it was and how I shouldn't have spent 1/3 of my paycheck on something as stupid as a tattoo when I have credit card bills to pay. He's barely speaking to me now and it's making me feel like shit. I'm so happy with the tattoo and I still have plenty of money to pay my bills and sustain me until my next paycheck, but he keeps bringing it up and telling me it was stupid. So am I the arsehole for spending 1/3 of my paycheck on a tattoo? So as with all of these things, we only know what the post says here. We don't know any of the other backstory about what is going on here. We don't really know anything about these people's lives. We only know the information that we have on the screen here. So if the husband has said, no babe, you can use your first paycheck however you like, and you've both agreed on that, and then you've used your paycheck however you like, which is what you both agreed, fair enough. For me personally, $350 doesn't seem like an awful lot of money. I imagine that's not a whole month's worth of pay, I'd presume, or maybe you're working very part-time. But if I only had 350 quid, I don't know if I'd be spending it on a tattoo, to be perfectly honest. I think I would be keeping most of that money back for like real kind of necessity kind of stuff. But then if like the husband is paying mortgage, food, whatever, and as the post says, was originally happy for the wife to spend the paycheck however she felt, then I guess that should be okay. I don't know, this one is a real tricky one. If OP has agreed it with the husband that they can spend the money however they want to, as it says that the husband was originally happy for the wife to spend the money however they saw fit on the first month's paycheck, and then the second month's paycheck onwards they would then have to then start contributing. If that is the case, and the wife has just spent the paycheck however she saw fit, as was agreed, not the arsehole. And it does say at the end of the post, I still have plenty of money to pay my bills and sustain me until my next paycheck, but he keeps bringing it up and telling me it was stupid, which makes me feel like the issue is the fact that she got a tattoo and didn't make it clear to him beforehand that she was going to be doing that. Not that she has to, of course, but that he's upset. And it just seems that the issue is he didn't know that she was going to spend the money on a tattoo and he's upset about that. Maybe he doesn't like the tattoo or whatever. But yeah, tricky one. Based on the details that we have here though, I'm gonna go not the arsehole. Am I the arsehole for not helping my brother with his rent after he showed up to pick it up with a new tattoo? My brother asked if I could please help him pay his rent. It was only $800, so I agreed. Only $800? I wish I could think of something as like being, oh, it's only 800 quid, sure. How the other side live, eh? When he came by my place to pick it up, I noticed he had a brand new tattoo on his car, like it still had the plastic on it from the artist. I asked him what the fuck, and he said he booked the tattoo months ago, and that it was an artist that it was hard to get to see. I told him I changed my mind, so he had to go get it from our parents that berated him for his stupidity unhealthy and poor decision making. He says that I'm the arsehole because I agreed without any conditions and that our parents make him feel stupid about his decisions. I don't think I should help him when he had the money and chose to spend it stupidly. Absolutely, I agree. Like, as great as tattoos are, as difficult as it is to get an appointment with certain tattoo artists, at the end of the day, tattoos just are a luxury. You need to pay your rent before you go and get a tattoo. Like, that should be priority number one. Having somewhere to live, having food on the table. Tattoos should be fairly low down the list of priorities for adults. That's just the way it is. So no, I don't think you're an arsehole for saying, no, I'm not going to give you money now because you had money, but you spent it on a tattoo instead. That's on you. You have to now reap what you sow. I think that's absolutely fair enough. And no, not the arsehole. Pay your rent, people. Worry about tattoos after that. Am I the arsehole wanting my boyfriend to remove his tattoo? Long story short, he was with his ex for over 10 years. She ended up cheating on him along with other issues. He has her name tattooed on him. The tattoo never really used to bother me too much, but now it's just a constant reminder of what ifs and if he still loves her, even if it's so deep down he doesn't realise it. They do have kids together and seems a co-parent pretty okay. Every time we're in the same room though, they tend to argue, or she picks on him in a flirtatious way, or she asks him for advice and guidance with things. It seems like she still has feelings for him. When I bring up the tattoo, he seems to get defensive. You want me to get rid of something that I had for 10 plus years? I don't know why he wants the constant reminder of someone who obliterated his heart, and why he feels that I should be okay with this tattoo. It makes me feel like I'm just a place filler for the person who never loved him as much as he loved her. I love him with all of my heart. He is the best partner I could ever ask for. I know everyone has a past, but does this truly need to rub itself in my face every time I'm with him? Am I being unreasonable in this ask? Ooh, tricky one this. I'm trying to think, if this was me and I was with someone and they had their ex's name tattooed on them, I don't think that would make me particularly happy. But then they were together for a while, have kids together, still co-parenting. Tricky one. I don't know, I'm struggling with this one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Because I think I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't say, well, it is his body, it's his tattoo, he should be allowed to keep this tattoo if it means a lot to him and he wants to. At the same time, if my wife, for example, had her ex's name tattooed on her, would that bring me a great deal of happiness? Not really, no. I do think ultimately the decision does have to come from him though, if he wants to remove it or not. Like, OP has made their case, it sounds like, and has said, look, this thing really makes me uncomfortable, I'd really rather you get rid of it. But it's then on the dude whether he actually does it. It's his body, it's his tattoo. I really don't know here. I think I'm gonna have to be really annoying here and say I see it from both points of view, and I can't really give you a definitive, this person is the arsehole or this person is not. I think they both have good points, you know? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would I be the arsehole for getting matching tattoos without my dad? I, 21-year-old female, sister 17-year-old female, and mum 51-year-old female have been talking about getting little matching tattoos, things like birth flowers, etc, etc. I have a couple of tattoos and my sister has been planning on getting lots once she turns 18 later this year. My mum has never thought about tattoos until I started getting them. She doesn't like tattoos at all, but when my sister brought up the three of us could get matching tattoos, she seemed quite intrigued. This is now quite a solid plan for us to get tattooed. I'm thinking of doing it for my sister's 18th as a little present, but my mum feels anxious and guilty about my dad being left out. Our dad is quite against tattoos. He said it won't change his opinion on any of us particularly. He said he loves mum regardless, but this conversation was had before we were really going to go through with it. Dad is celiac and loves pastries, so when he was diagnosed a few years back, he was really disappointed with not being able to eat anything. He gets FOMO pretty often. Dad also has a few intense keloid scars from when he was younger, and that means that even if he wanted to get a family matching tattoo, he can't get it done. He feels that being the only man in the family with 3 women, he's outnumbered. He never actually gets upset about it, but we know sometimes it can be a bit of a sore spot for him. This is partly why my mum feels that getting these tattoos will solidify him feeling like he is constantly left out of our family. Whilst I understand this point of view, I feel it doesn't need to be labelled as a matching family tattoo and rather emphasises our connection as women or something of that sort. I also feel that because Dad doesn't like tattoos anyway, he would not want to participate in it even if he was able to. My sister also feels similarly. So would we be arseholes for wanting to go ahead and get the tattoos? No, I don't think so. Like, the dad wouldn't want to get tattoos even if he could, so no. I don't think that should be an issue. I understand the dad may be feeling left out because he's the only man in the house, but he'll get over it. Like, you're doing this thing to express the bond that you have as sisters with your mum as well. So no, I don't feel that should be an issue at all. Like, this is being done all for the right reasons, all for good reasons. It's not done to be like, you can't get one, dad, ha ha ha. It's to emphasise the connection that they have. So honestly, it's not something that I'd even really worry about too much. As far as I'm concerned, not the arsehole. And that is it. That's it for episode 4 of Am I the Arsehole Tattoo Edition. Do you agree or disagree with my takes here? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Well, actually, you're the arsehole, pal. Can't fucking wait to read that. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button and all of that other YouTube bollocks. If you like the music that you're hearing in the background, well, it was actually all produced by me. I've got another channel where I post beats, instrumentals that I've written for singers to use to write songs to. So if that is something that you are interested in, I'll put a link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, thank you.